Venya was popular with women in the team. He was handsome, like Apollo, and attracted attention on the street. Even the old ladies looked around when he passed by. Without any obligations or consequences, he could not refuse any woman. Just a hint is enough, and he is always ready, but only for girls and women he knows. He avoided strangers, avoiding getting into trouble. With a royal name Tamara and just as proud, she appeared in their office after her husband's funeral, and her husband was the owner and director of this company, having a diploma from the Institute of Management, but without practice, in the hope that she could do everything, and most importantly, to behave confidently. She assembled a team on the very first day. As you know, Fyodor Grigorievich was taken on his last journey. I, his widow and heir, will now lead you. She dabbed her eyes with a napkin, mentioning her husband, who was twice her age, and continued, "My name is Tamara. I'm still young for a middle name, so you will call me by name and, I emphasize, respect me. It's very nice, Tamara. You are young and beautiful." Venya praised the leader in the hope that she would notice him. "Please introduce yourself," and wanted to smile at the handsome man, but restrained himself. "Benjamin, and I head the marketing department." He did not hesitate to give the new boss his charming smile. "It's a beautiful name, but let's test you in action. I will ask the rest to introduce themselves, each in turn, then I will study your personal affairs." Impressed by Venya's appearance, Tamara did not listen to the others very carefully. Someone said something, and she looked at Benjamin, and she had a ripe desire to have a child from this guy. Her late husband did not give her such happiness, and so he passed away without leaving any offspring. She married him as a young girl immediately after graduating from school, and his father forced this mature man Fyodor to write off his debts. Tamara was Feda's faithful wife, bathed in luxury and did not regret anything. She was not interested in other men, but this Apollo alarmed her heart. She doubted that she would succeed with Benjamin. Perhaps he is a beautiful woman, and he loves her, but you can dream. When the employees left Tamara's office, she asked Venya to stay, and he is happy, anticipating how to screw this girl so that he will take the place of his deputy. And it's time for this former friend of Fyodor, Vasily, to retire. He stayed too long and annoyed the entire team with his nagging. "I am at your service, Tamarochka. You are so charming. A ray of sun illuminates your back, and the silhouette of your figure is visible. Sorry, but my head is spinning. Let me take your photo as a souvenir." Venya took his phone out of his pocket. "And I'm even pleased. Venya called me a goddess. You are better, and I admire you. Are you such a flatterer at work? I adore beautiful women and I lose my head. I propose to celebrate your first day at the restaurant this evening. I invite you." "Why not? There you will talk about the successes of your department." That's how Venya immediately charmed his boss. In Tamara's house, Venya felt at ease. For him she was already his beloved Tomochka. "Tomchik, you're so good that you don't even want to leave the bed." Venya threw off the blanket and stretched, showing off his figure. "Venya, it's time for us to go to work." "And what's next?" "Oh my goodness, let's go pick up your things in the evening. You are my delicate flower, and I adore you." Venya stood up and hugged him as if for the first time that morning. In the team, Benjamin immediately showed his superiority. When they entered the office, he hugged Tamara and kissed her on the cheek. No one doubted that this would happen. Tamara called her deputy Vasily Nikolaevich. "I understand that Fedya respected you, but you must give way to the young. Are you firing me? You yourself expressed a desire to relax in retirement and deserve it. I understand, and I'll leave on my own." Happy Venya fluttered around the offices and accepted congratulations from the team. Soon Tamara became pregnant, and Benjamin expected that he would soon take the leadership chair. "Tom, maybe we can register the marriage? I'll soon become a father. Do you need this? Handsome? Very, but I love you." "Well, I persuaded you." And they got married, but without a wedding. Tamara, all about business, chose the time to go to the registry office already at 6 months. She was carrying twins, and not a trace remained of her former figure. Toma went on maternity leave, but did not leave the office. "Tomchik, well, you need to rest, but I can handle it myself," Venya persuaded. "When I succeed, then I'll rest. In the meantime, I feel good. I'm fat and you don't like me? How could you think that? You are our children, and I love you 3 very much." Tamara gave birth to boys, and they were so cute. When she was already at home, she looked for a nanny. Of all the candidates, she chose 2 and accepted them. Having handed over her sons to these lovely women, she went to the office in her car. The corridor was empty, and she, passing unnoticed, entered her office. She noticed the mess immediately. The secretary is not there. She looked into the office. Empty. It's strange that they didn't lock the front door when they left. Sounds in the restroom alerted her, and she entered there. There you are, my dears. Are things scattered on the floor? And she trampled on them. In short, my order, you, Liska, were fired for violating labor discipline, and you, Benka, have been transferred to the position of secretary. Now you will be pleased by the boss, that is, by me, your wife, on this sofa. But during the lunch break, I begin my duties, while the order is being prepared. Get yourself in order. She proudly left the office. She had no intention of divorcing Benjamin. After her first husband, she finally felt what it meant to have a young and strong man in bed next to her. She didn't want anything else. And although this one is weak in the front, he will no longer have such an opportunity, and she will try to rein him in. Benya was so afraid of losing everything. Then he behaved more quietly and below the grass. More than a year has passed since then, and he has not given his charming look to a single woman. Thank you for being with us. Give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and you will be the first to listen to another new story.